Hello everyone, welcome to Chess Vibe. And today I'm going to show you the game between Divya Deshmukh versus Munkhzul Devaakhuu. This was the game between India versus Mongolia in Chess Olympiad 2020, which is just going on. And this game was played yesterday on 22nd August 2020. And this was the round number 6. So Divya Deshmukh is white and Munkhzul is black. So let's start the game. So here Divya Deshmukh started with 1 e4. Here Munkhzul started with e5, knight to c3, knight to c6, bishop to c4, g6, d3, bishop g7. And the black idea is to simply play knight e7 and castle, or even knight f6 can also be possible. Here h4, knight to f6, and here h5. Just pushing up the h pawn to create some weaknesses on the king side. Here the common reply can be simply playing d6, because something like h into g6, h into g6, here rook into h8, bishop into h8, and black is just doing fine. So after h5, if after d6, if white goes h6, then simply bishop f8. Plan could be bishop e7 castle, or even black can do long castle by playing bishop e6, queen d7, and simply long castle. So this can be the idea. But after h5, what Munkhzul played is she played knight into h5, and that looks very common as black is just taking the pawn on h5 with the support of the g pawn. But here Divya played rook into h5, sacrificing an exchange. Here g into h5, and here queen into h5. Here white is exchanged down, but white is having a very active play as there is a checkmate on f7 pawn. Knight is having a very good square at d5. The bishop is having a very great scope on the g5 square, attacking the queen on d8. So it's very hard to suggest a move for black in this position. Something like queen e7, simply protecting the f7 pawn, is met with knight to d5, attacking the queen as well as the c7 pawn. So it's something like queen d6, then knight into c7 check, and black is losing the queen. So it's just completely losing position for black in this position. Here Indians suggest the only move to survive in this position, and still in this position white would be better, but this is the best reply for black, is to play d5, sacrificing the pawn on d5. Here knight into d5, and here bishop to e6. Here there is no more threat on f7 pawn, as the bishop is protecting it as well as the king. So here black can try to go queen d7 and long castle and can survive. But still white is better in this position. But this should have been played by Munkhzul. But at the place of after queen into h5, here black simply played castle. And what's wrong with that? It looks a very common move. But actually it was a blunder by Munkhzul, because here comes bishop to g5. A very strong, powerful move, attacking the queen on d8. Here f6 cannot be played because the pawn is pinned. So here Munkhzul played bishop to f6, simply putting the bishop between. Here Divya played knight to h3. Here black cannot take the bishop, because after knight into g5 there is a mate on h7, and it can't be defended. Something like h6 is met with queen g6 check. The pawn is pinned, so the queen cannot be taken. So after king h8, queen h7 is a checkmate. So after knight to h3, here Munkhzul played knight to b4, attacking the c2 pawn and giving a check, and plan to take the rook on a1. And here Divya just ignored the c2 pawn and she just played queen to h4, a very brilliant move by Divya Deshmukh, simply attacking the f6 bishop. Here, Munkhzul played knight into c2 check, king to d2, and here knight into a1, simply grabbing the rook on a1. Here Divya played bishop into f6. What's the plan? The plan is very simple, simply giving a check on g5, or either g4 or g3 check would also work, because the something like queen e8 is met with queen g5 check, and it's a checkmate. Yep. So after bishop into f6, black is forced to give up the queen by playing queen into f6. So after queen into f6, Divya played queen into f6, d6, knight to d5, and guys, in this position, move number 15. Munkhzul, the Mongolian girl, resigned the game in this position, and only in 15 moves Divya won the game. A very fantastic game by Divya Deshmukh. Actually, it was a very nice preparation, as we can see on the move number 6. Divya played h5, a very classic preparation after knight into h5, rook into h5. Just giving an exchange and getting a very beautiful position after queen into h5. So guys, this was the game between Divya Deshmukh versus Munkhzul, the Mongolian girl. So guys, if you like this video, then please like it, share it, subscribe it, and thank you for watching.
You just walk right out the door. Don't wanna do this anymore. Now I'm lost without you.